In the heart of the world, where East meets West, a crisis brews. The Red Sea, a crucial artery for global commerce, is under siege. Houthi rebels are disrupting the flow of goods, threatening the livelihoods of nations and shaking the pillars of international diplomacy. This crisis is not confined within the borders of the Middle East. Its ripples are being felt across the globe, and one country in particular finds itself in a precarious position. China. China's ambitions to become a power broker in the Middle East are under a harsh spotlight. With the world's largest trading nation status, the stakes are high for China. A significant portion of Chinese exports to Europe are shipped through the Red Sea. Yet, the response from Beijing to this crisis has been quite noticeably limited. China has called for an end to the attacks on civilian ships, but has shied away from an active role in resolving the crisis. There's been veiled criticism of US-led military operations against the Houthis and a reluctance to get directly involved. This stance is reflective of China's geopolitical calculations and its aspirations to position itself as an alternative to American power. The United States has called on China to use its influence with Iran to halt the attacks. However, the extent of China's sway over Iran's actions is debatable and the crisis continues. The disruption in the Red Sea has forced Chinese shipping companies to reroute their vessels around Africa. This detour has led to delays and spiked shipping costs, impacting global trade dynamics. The fallout from this crisis isn't just economic, it's political too. Countries like Egypt and Saudi Arabia are feeling the strain, and China's relative inaction is raising eyebrows. It brings into question China's credibility with regional actors and its capacity to be a key diplomatic and security player in the Middle East. To summarize, the crisis in the Red Sea is testing China's diplomatic mettle and its ambitions in the Middle East. China's response, limited and cautious, reveals a careful balancing act between its global trade interests and geopolitical aspirations. This crisis has disrupted global trade, strained relationships, and raised questions about China's role on the international stage. The world watches and waits as the Red Sea continues to roil, a reminder of the fragile interconnectedness of our global community.